Hi, my name is Rachel Chateau, and I am with Pride.com. Joseph and Young, it is so wonderful to meet you both. Congratulations on Beef. It is incredible.
Thank
I
you.
was absolutely blown away. Um, so something I really appreciated about both George and Paul is just how many layers they have, how nuanced they are. We get vulnerability, we get sensitivity, um, artistry. So I'm curious for each of you. In terms of representation, both as men and as Asian men, what did it mean to you to be able to bring this kind of representation to the screen?
Do you want to start this off?
Sure. I will say that the writing was so solid that uh, I kind of it felt nice to kind of not think about my Asianness. It wasn't such a key thing. It just happened to be the character's background, but it's more in the writing and the storytelling that I focused on. And but it is great to have a role that is so three-dimensional and multifaceted, and not just a caricature of what people think that we are in their perspective. And to have Sunny as a showrunner really drive that ship with such intention and bringing to light the humanity that exists in Asian people, Asian men, it is nice. And um,
Yeah, I feel like it's interesting to kind of delve into different shades of what masculinity is, and there's no one answer to it. And I feel like Sonny as a writer, he's the complete opposite of doing something in a stock way, and so he's not afraid to really kind of access those darkest corners of our psyche, and for him to flesh out these characters and really bring them out with a very specific point of view. I feel like all the other components of representation, they really kind of present themselves in a very natural way. And I think that's kind of the originality for the show.
Hmm. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I appreciate how deeply the show delves into everyone's psyche, including your characters, really across the board. We really get such three-dimensional perspectives on everyone. And I see sort of Danny and Amy are kind of the sort of stand-ins for like anger and resentment and, that and sense of injustice that I think a lot of people feel, whereas George and Paul to me feel almost like collateral damage in that.
Mm.
Um, and like how proximity to that can be so corrosive. Is that a theme that resonated with either of you?
oh yeah, yeah.
The idea of that, or does it
Yeah.
have we had examples of that in our personal lives?
I mean, however you would prefer to answer that. I think
Oh,
both of those are valid. Yeah.
yeah, I think you're spot on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it really just kind of boils down to how much of a tunnel vision that you can have within your own view of a particular incident,
Yeah.
and once your own pride, ego, and narcissism take over, you just create blind spots for all of the people around you, and it does have consequences, and it does have a ripple effect onto those people,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
we get a bit of that. So
Yeah, I think the toxicity kind of seeps into this into Paul and George, and learning to inhabit that creates quite the adventure for sure.
That is putting it mildly. You certainly take us on quite a ride this season. Like I said, I absolutely loved it. I've been bragging, like not bragging, but bigging it up to everybody I know, and I can't wait for audiences
no,
to see
brag,
it.
brag. It's
Brag,
cool.
you could
Keep
brag,
bragging.
please.
It's cool.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Have an amazing day.